Do you want to know what it takes to have a successful crochet business? Well, I have a few tips that I would love to share with you. Coming up next. Hi, I'm Diette, and welcome to TurtleCreativity, where we make crafting and crocheting easy. Today, I'm really excited to share with you some tips and give you a little advice that I think will be helpful in order for you to have a successful crochet business. I know these things has truly helped me with my crochet business. Okay, I'm going to roll up my sleeves just a tad. I'm not crocheting anything today, but definitely have some important information that I would love to be able to share with you today. So let's get started with tip number 1. So first things first, what you need to do in order to have a successful crochet business before you do anything else is you need to meet the need. So what do I mean? I mean that item that you are crocheting and selling, it must meet the need for that consumer. Either they need it or they want it. And you have to make sure that whether it is going to a craft show, whether it is selling something on a social media platform, you have to make sure that the audience that you are showing your item to meets the need. I live in an area where we have different seasons. So this item right here, this hat and scarf, meets the need during those cold winter months. But if I live in an area where it is sunshiny all the time and it never gets cold and it never snows, I would kind of think twice about making such an item if I'm going to a local craft show in my area. Now, maybe this will work if I'm on an online social media platform where I'm reaching a target area and my business has boomed in such a way that I can reach outside of my local area. But when you're starting out and you're focusing on maybe your community, or you are targeting your friends and your family and you're trying to build your successful crochet business with word of mouth and all of those little things, for me, if I didn't live in an area that hats and scarves was a need, no matter how pretty and how soft the fabric is and how I coordinated the colors, this wouldn't sell. I wouldn't have a successful business because the need to have a hat and the need to have a scarf, if it's always 90 degrees, it won't meet the need. I may sell a few of these items for my people who live in the area that I live in, but I wouldn't necessarily sell a lot unless I'm booming. But when I'm starting out and I'm trying to build my business, I need to know what is the need of that consumer. What do they want? And when I find out what they need and what they want, check, I'm going to be successful. So let's move on to the second item on the list. The second thing that you need in order to have a successful crochet business is you have to have the sparkle that makes you stand out among the crowd. You see, in this crochet business, the competition is large. There are so many people who crochet. There's so many people that you're going to compete against. That's reality. If you don't want to think about the competition, okay, that's fine. But there is so many people that you are competing against. And when you know that there is a lot of people, that is not going to intimidate you. What you have to do in order for your business to be successful among the huge crowd of crocheters is you have to have that sparkle. What is that special thing that you do, that you are, that makes you stand out among the crowd? Is it your personality? Is it your customer service? What is it that is so special that only you have? See, I have a sparkle and you have a sparkle, but my sparkle is going to be totally different than yours. You need to know what your sparkle is and make sure that you incorporate your sparkle a part of your business. I had a furry baby for many, 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 many years before she crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. And my furry baby, as many furry baby owners know, is that I was very particular on who watched her and who cared for her and all of those things. And the only person who really watched my furry baby, whose name was Angel, overnight was my mom. But when my mom passed away, I was like, oh my goodness, who is going to watch Angel? And so I found a pet hotel that cared for my Angel. Well, this pet hotel was not close to me. I had to drive about 30, 40 minutes to go to this pet hotel. But let me tell you, from the moment that I called them to the moment that I dropped my furry baby off, throughout my trip, they were amazing. The customer care, the customer service, everything was amazing. When I picked my little Angel up, I had reports about her day, what she ate, who she played with. It was amazing. I even had little ribbons that they put around her collar, and it was the best, amazing service ever. I moved further out when I moved, so I became further away from that hotel. But let me tell you, even though I had to drive now even further to take my furry baby to that hotel when I went away on trips, I drove the distance. I drove the distance because this pet hotel had the sparkle that nobody else that was local and close to me had. So you want to make sure that you have that sparkle so that when that person is ready to buy that special baby blanket or earrings or hats or scarves or whatever it is, even though Sally may be closer to them, they're going to come to you because you have the sparkle. So make sure that you know your sparkle, let it shine, let it stand out so that your business can be successful, because your business is going to be successful based on that sparkle. So let's move on to the next tip. So we talked about meeting the need. We talked about having your sparkle. Now let's talk about having a specialty item. So when you're thinking about your crochet business and you're thinking about the things that you're going to crochet, you may say, I'm going to make earrings. You may say, I'm going to do a hat or a scarf. You may even say, I'm going to crochet clothes. But how does those items that you are thinking about crocheting, how can you put a spin on it and make it a specialty item? That the way that you crochet it, or maybe the yarn that you use, or the packaging that you do, how can you make it that is special to only you? That I have to buy my baby blankets from you because I can't find anybody who finishes the blanket the way you do. Maybe you put a ribbon on the end and that's specially to you. Maybe you have tags in your clothing and that's specialty to you. But how do you have an item? How can you crochet an item and it is special to you? Think about what product you can crochet and you can put a twist on it, and that thing that you've crocheted is special to you. Because when you are able to make that crochet item in a special way, it could be just one little twist, one little addition that you add, and now it is unique to you. When you're able to do that, then people are going to come back to you over and over and over. Your business is going to be successful because I can't get this item nowhere else but from you. Now, you're meeting the need, you got your sparkle, you even have a specialty item. What else do you need in order to have a successful business? Well, it's time to promote you now. You have to be willing to market your business all the time. Yes, you do. So what do I need to do in order to promote it? One of the best things that I would say is to connect yourself on some type of social media platform, whether it is this one, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't even know all of the little social media platforms there are, but whatever that platform that you would like to connect yourself with, then begin to promote your business on that social media platform. because being able to put yourself on social media opens the door wide open from just your friends and your family. Your friends and your family are going to promote you. Yes, they are. And word of mouth is always great. I will always tell everybody word of mouth is the best advertisement ever. It is. It's definitely one of the best things ever. However, you want to not only have word of mouth from just your friends and your family and your coworkers and things like that, but you also want to create the spin of word of mouth on social media. And make sure that you are meeting the needs, you have that special sparkle, and you have that special item. Because now you're able to put all of those specialty things together, the need, the sparkle that you have, and showcasing your special item of whatever that is. And now you have it on the World Wide Web. And you have access to so many people who can be able to see you. Be consistent in promoting your item. Be consistent in having your presence on that whatever platform that you choose to do. Consistency and making sure that your product is, if you're taking pictures, it shows well. If you're doing videos, it's well lit. All of those little things, because that draws more and more people to look at you, more and more people to share you out, more and more people to like your posts or to watch you and leave comments, and all of those wonderful things that will trigger whatever algorithm that you're on. And that will bring you sales as well as opportunities that you would have never thought you would have had if you did not branch out onto a social media platform. So it's very, very important in order to have a successful business to pick one of the social media platforms that you're going to use to promote your business. So now what I want to talk about is something very, 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 very important. And I feel like this one thing is the most important thing than anything else. What I want to talk to you about is not giving up. In order to have a successful business, you can't give up. It is hard having a business. I'm not going to lie to you. It is not easy having a successful business. It is going to take time. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take tears. It's going to take money. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take a whole lot. It's going to take you making mistakes. It's going to take people saying they don't like it. It's going to take you shipping stuff out and it doesn't get to the consumer. It's going to take all of those little things that occur when you have a business. But my friend, you can't give up on the way. One of the little analogies and little parable stories that I love is the one that talks about never leave the party before the piñata has busted. I love this analogy because when we have a business, our crochet business, especially if you are just starting out and you don't quite know how to do everything, like you know how to crochet, you know crochet down pat, the slip stitches and the double crochets and the single stitches, like you have that down pat. But being a business owner is new. It could be very new to you. Even if you are coming from a different field where you did business in a different field, doing it for yourself is different. It's very different. And so a lot of times you feel like you are blindfolded and you feel like you have this stick in your hand and you're trying to hit the piñata. You're trying to hit it, you're hitting it, and sometimes you connect with it and sometimes you swing and you miss. But when you connect with that piñata, guess what happens? It weakens and weakens and weakens. Sometimes we get so frustrated that the piñata hasn't busted and showed us all of those wonderful treats. And we're like, forget this, I don't want to play no more. We do that in our own business. Like, we're like, well, I didn't have enough orders this month. I don't want to do this no more. You can't be successful that way. Because if you keep on hitting at it, like that piñata, guess what? Eventually, that piñata is going to bust and all of the goodies, all of the candy, all of the prizes is going to fall out. And the one thing that I love about being at a party that has a piñata in it is that sometimes you get tired and you have to pass that stick, that baton off to somebody else. But you know what, my friend? If you ever been to a party and all the candy falls out, guess what happens? Everybody runs over to get a piece of candy. Everybody does. So sometimes in your business, you have to know when to be able to ask for some help as well. Because in a business, you have to be able to trust somebody. You cannot be the one woman or the one man show and think that I'm just going to do it myself. I'm going to crochet. I'm going to package. I'm going to answer the phone. I'm going to be the person that ships it out. I'm going to be the person who designs my website. I'm going to be the person to market. No, I tried that and I wasn't successful. I wasn't. And so that's why Jasmine is so heavily involved into my crochet business and to TurtleCreativity, because I couldn't do it all by myself. And sometimes, even if that person is connected with you, that confidant that you are talking to, maybe that person is not a crocheter. Jasmine is not, she can crochet a little, but she's not a big crocheter. But what Jasmine does is she gives me advice. She tells me what's trending. She tells me what, I don't like that. Oh, you should put these colors together. She's helping me bust that piñata. And when we work at it together and tag team together, and I hit some and now you hit some, all of the candy comes out. And now you are able to indulge in all of these sweet treats that fall from the piñata are the same sweet treats that can fall from your business. You can have a successful business, but you can't give up. Don't say, take off your blindfold and pass the stick and grab your bags and walk away from the party. Don't leave the party before the piñata busts. Please stay. And I promise you that if you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, even if you swing and you miss, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. And I promise you, you're going to turn around and your business is going to soar. And you're going to have this wonderful, successful business because you didn't give up. I'll see you in the next one, and subscribe for more.